Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into what might be one of the most important skills you can learn right now: how to talk to AI so that it actually listens and gives you exactly what you want. You know the feeling, right? You've got this brilliant idea, you ask the AI for something specific, maybe a marketing plan, a summary, a piece of code, and what you get back is, well, it's generic, kind of useless, or sometimes just flat out wrong. It's super frustrating, but guess what? It's a totally solvable problem.
Okay, so take a look at this. It's a pretty simple logic puzzle. On the left, with a really basic question, the AI just completely misses the mark. It's confused. But on the right, with a slightly better, more thought out prompt, it absolutely nails it. So, what's the difference? The AI didn't magically get smarter, the instruction got smarter.
And that right there is the secret. It all comes down to this one simple idea. We have to stop thinking of this as just asking a question and start treating it like we're giving a clear, direct instruction. The magic isn't really in the AI itself. It's in the prompt you give it. This little shift in how you think about it, it changes everything. It's your first real step to mastering a seriously powerful new skill: prompt engineering. Now, hold on. I know what you're thinking. Engineering sounds complicated, maybe a little intimidating, but don't let the word fool you. This is not some high-level coding thing. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like this. Imagine you're giving a task to a brilliant intern who takes every single thing you say, literally. The clearer you are, the better the result you're going to get.
All right, so enough theory. Let's get practical and start building your prompting toolkit. We're going to look at some really cool research that's figured out the best ways to prompt, and we'll even meet a few people who are using these exact ideas every single day to get incredible results. We're going to focus on 4 techniques, and these aren't just random tips. They are 4 simple but honestly game-changing pillars for building prompts that actually work. First up, let's meet Maria. She's a marketer. Now, instead of just asking for a travel plan, she does something really clever. She gives the AI a role to play. By telling it, "You are an expert travel guide," she immediately focuses all of its knowledge. The AI now knows exactly what kind of tone to use and what kind of information is important. It knows which hat it's supposed to wear. Next, let's check out Chloe, a student. She uses our second principle: specify the audience. She needs to understand climate change. And look at the difference here. When she asks for an explanation for an expert, she gets a technical, academic answer. But when she asks for the same thing explained to a 5-year-old, it's a completely different story. The AI uses analogies, simple language. It makes the information 1,000 times more useful for her specific goal. Our third tool is all about showing, not just telling. This technique is sometimes called few-shot prompting. Sounds fancy, but it's super simple. Instead of just trying to describe what you want, you just give the AI a couple of examples of what a good answer looks like and maybe what a bad one looks like too. This is like a mini training session, and it helps the AI learn the exact pattern you're looking for. And finally, this one might just be the simplest and most powerful tool you have. Check out this math problem. On the left, the AI rushes to an answer and gets it wrong. But on the right, the only thing that changed was adding one little phrase: "Let's think step by step." Just adding those 4 words forces the AI to slow down and actually show its work, which makes it way, way more accurate on complex stuff. It's kind of like magic. Okay, so we've got these individual tools. They're powerful on their own, for sure, but the real magic, the real next level stuff, happens when you start combining them, when you layer these principles to build what we call a master prompt to tackle much bigger tasks. So let's meet David. He's a developer, and he needs data that's formatted in a very specific way for an app he's building. So look what he does. He doesn't just use one of our principles, he stacks them. He assigns a role, he defines the exact task, he demands a specific format, and he even adds a constraint so it doesn't give him any extra chit-chat. That right there is a master prompt in action. And for more technical users like David, you can take this even further. He can use something called a system message, which basically locks in his instructions for the entire conversation. Think of it like giving the AI a permanent job description. For David, that job is: you are a machine that only outputs perfectly formatted data. This makes sure every single response is structured exactly right, which, as you can imagine, is absolutely crucial when you're building an application. So here's the big takeaway from all of this. Prompting isn't just a clever trick or a little hack, it's a truly fundamental skill. You might even call it the new form of literacy for how we're all going to interact with technology.
And we've really only scratched the surface here. That research we mentioned, it found at least 26 of these principles. We've looked at 4 of the biggest ones today, but there is a whole world of these techniques out there for you to explore and master. Because mastering this skill is what turns AI from just a kind of clumsy search engine into a genuine creative partner, a powerful analyst, a tireless assistant. It's how you go from playing around to getting real, meaningful work done. Better instructions don't just get you better answers, they lead to better outcomes.